Go see the froggy. Is he whistling that lullaby? Tilo, what are you doing here? What are you doing in my cell? You want it back? I'd be happy to trade places with you. You didn't tell me how cold it gets down here at night. The jailer is dead. I've been found guilty of his murder. The commander has sentenced me to hang. So, what evidence do they have against you? They say they have a witness, and that it was my dagger found stuck in his back. I was also in his debt for too many games of chance. It was motive enough for the commander. The night the jailer disappeared, where were you? In my cot, as far as I remember, with my scaps and a ball for company. Silas, I was the one who found the jailer's body. Of course you were. Strange how my problems always seem to start with you. They're building gallows in the courtyard. How is it coming together? They're making good progress. It'll be a fine coronation for the son of the coward king. Going to get you out of here. Just go on, Tilo. Forget about me. Perhaps this is something I deserve. Why? Because of what your father did? Gather your things, Silas. It's time to go. You think getting out of here is going to be that simple? Well, it worked for me. And what? I'm just going to stroll out through the main gate. Ah. If you're innocent, I'll prove it, I swear. The commander's stubborn, Tilo. He'll not see reason. The jailer himself could rise from the graves to accuse his murderer, and the commander would still have me hanged. It seems the noose is the only way out for me. Don't you dare give up, Silas. You don't remember when we first met, do you? Atop the watchtower? Of course. That wasn't the first time. You know the start of it better than I do. A checkpoint on the turn road at night. Turn? I met Mera in Hamel, not far from there. Tilo, please. Just listen. A checkpoint on the turn road. 2 mice without proper papers and a sick pup in their handcart. Dying of a spider's bite for the want of a physician's care at a mine a few miles on. You were there? I wasn't. And I should have been. I was a sergeant on duty that night. The sergeant? That was you? Aye. What happened? It was my fault, Tilo. But then it was you who took Bryn to the physician. You tried to save him. Aye. Once I knew what was happening. But the road was so dark and the snow so heavy, I lost my way. What happened to you after that? We didn't see you again. The garrison commander had me put in stockade for the night, for deserting my post. I didn't know what had happened to your son until the next day. Why were you arrested? You were trying to help. There was a tribunal held. I was demoted. What? Would they have rather you did nothing? Tilo, the night Bryn died, I was soused. Why are you telling me this? So you understand the sort of rat I am. I wanted you to know before you decide what to do next. Besides, haven't there been enough secrets? It's alright. You open your mouth to speak, but the words won't come. I know. Go, Tilo. Do what you must. Find Mera. Find what happiness you can. There's nothing more to be said, Mouse. Huh, okay. The door's open. Just leave if you want. Floating stick. Mouse, did you hear? Did you hear the damned racket? It's been going on for days, on and off. There! No. There! That damned whistling. Do you hear it? Is it there? I can't tell anymore. Now listen. I need you to go and strangle whatever scrunt's responsible for it. The whistling? I took care of it. Alright then. Good. Now, Mousy, what are you doing back here? They're building gallows in the courtyard. So, there's going to be a hanging, eh? Well, there's no strangling, but I'll take what I can get. Perhaps they'll hang you. Hang me? By what? You need a neck to be hanged. Oh. Please, I need to plot a course for Periclave. Periclave? I was told the frog might know the way. Only one, Marthe. Only one. But I swore a blood oath as a pilot to never speak of it again. We was 3 days out of Scarn when the Lake Witch was attacked for no reason at all by the Marsh Herald. which we dropped a few weeks earlier. The March Herald? Aye. She was the flagship of the Red Paws fleet, and the finest vessel to ever come out of Baladon. Oh, she was yar. It was a battle for the ages. We took heavy damage, but the lake was too afraid of the captain to sink us. Outgunned, but not outwitted, we sought refuge in the cloak of Periclave. Several leagues offshore, a permanent fog hangs over Lake Velia. Sailors have named this fog the Cloak of Periclave, for it's said to enshroud the mystical island of the same name. While most of Velia's ships are shore runners, operating within the relative safety of the lake's shallows, larger trading ships led by experienced captains and a Velian frog for a pilot will venture further into the fog. These merchant routes have been unraveled for centuries, their currents and hazards thoroughly charted. Even so, the crew must maintain a constant state of vigilance, for visibility within the cloak is no more than a few feet. Then there are the pirate galleons that similarly sail the cloak with impunity. But with our mainsail in tatters and our rudder smashed, we was easy prey for that serpent. The serpent? Aye, the serpent, the whip, mother still, currents. Mousy, currents in the water of the lake. The whip will take a ship clear of one side of the cloak to the other. Mother still will always see you home. But the serpent, well, get caught by the serpent and you'll be crushed. With the wheel as his weapon, the captain fought the serpent and won. The lake witch gave the serpent a slip and found a hidden current that took us away deeper into the grey of the cloak. We was lost in that grey for days, it seemed, and then we saw it, a black tower rising from the lake like a spear piercing its heart, and beneath it, the island of Periclave. We thought it our salvation, but it was only horror we found. Such horror. And that's all I've got to say about it. I have no love for ye, Mousy, but I beg you, leave Periclave be. It was never meant to be found. That island is cursed, and all who set foot there damned. So you won't help me? Never. I swear I'd take this secret to my grave. The captain's the only other living soul that knows the way, and even he would need my charts. I'd give them to the captain himself, and none other. So unless you're Captain Powderkeg of the Lake Witch, and I can see you're not, I suggest you forget all about the Isle of Periclave. Ha! Never. I forget how that goes. Okay. So we need another outfit. Do I have the outfit? Oh, I do. Nice. Captain, am I dreaming? Is it really you? Of course it's me, you bug-eyed maggot. Oh, Captain, You've not changed a bit. There's something different about you, though. You look shorter. You always did look up to me, didn't you? Aye, and I always will. But remind me, what was that song you used to sing? Something, 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 mermice. Something, 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 mermice. Heaven and a bottle. Aye, that's the one. Now, Captain, what is it you need? Just name it and it's yours. Give me your money. Like you'd have to ask. Will 5 florins suffice? 5 should do it. Here. Take it all. Now, was there something else you needed? Well, we need to talk about Periclave. Oh, aye, there's a mouse skulking around asking about the charts for Periclave. Is that so? What did you tell him? Not a word. You made me swear an oath to never speak about that island. Oh, he's a sly one, but I was ready for him. I didn't even mention the chest buried down on the bone shore, where the shadow of the crow's nest falls at 5. And even if I did, I still have the key. Ah, the key. It's best I take it, for safekeeping. Do you still see them, Captain, when you close your eyes? Black eyes bleached by the emerald sun. And that sound. Oh, that sound. Carol's eyes fill with tears. Captain, promise me you mean to destroy it this time. The frog spits out the silver key. It twists lazily down into your open paw, suspended on a gossamer thread of spiral. Periclave was never meant to be found. Level up. Captain, you've returned. Tell me a tale of life in the open waters. I let it see. None of this happened long before we met, long before you ate my leg, back when I was boat swimming aboard of a loot out of Port Scar. One autumn morn, in thick fog, we came across a ghost ship, a schooner, adrift in the open lake. I went aboard alone at their captain's request. The ship was deserted, not a soul on board but myself. The mess deck was dry, and the odor of lake kelp hung in the musty air, and I could almost swear I felt eyes on me. Maybe it was just my fancy, who can say? Anyhow, I gathered up a sack of this and that, things that might prove of use, and headed back up to the main dock. And when I got there, my ship was gone, just vanished as if she never existed. She must have sunk fast, her hull pierced by the hidden rocks, or mayhaps by the ghosts of that schooner. I was the only survivor, but sometimes, years later, when I was at this port or another, I'd swear I'd see the ghostly faces of my crewmates staring wide-eyed at me from the crowd, but only for an instant, then they'd be gone. Yes. That's a stick. But the shadow of the crow's nest falls at 5. Okay. Back to the shore. I think I'm just going to go through the northern slopes. No honey yet. Not a smuggle of honey. Sure. No, no. Be careful. You don't want to repeat the same mistake. Okay. Oh. Duh. Oh. The crow's nest. What time is it? Okay. I guess I just need to wait. Yeah, I guess I just need to wait. Till it's 5. I think I've read this one. Yeah. Maris Brothers Game of Age. Yet still some nights you dreamt of music. The Maris brothers came of age and left to seek their fortune in the mines. Her father passed away not long after, but there was little time to mourn. While Mera nursed Bryn, you worked the land alone, and your lute lay untuned and unplayed in the attic. Yet still some nights you dreamt of music and the freedom of the open road. News reached the village that the Red Guard had seized the mine, demanding longer shifts, sinking new shafts, and digging deep, too deep, into the caverns light was never meant to reach. The wind changed, blowing from the west through the mine, and with it carried the gossamer sails, near invisible to the eye, came the spiders, hatchlings, drifting down into Hamel's fields, burying unseen into the earth. That's terrifying. The spider was already dead when you reached the high meadow, Mera's hatchet sticking from its eye. Bryn was crying, more startled by his mother's scream than by the spider's bite. He was deadly quiet now, laid over your shoulder as you buried through the snow, Mera close behind. Ahead, barely visible through the squall, you could just make out the Turner Road checkpoint. Just beyond lay the torches of the mine and the healer who might save your child. The 2 centuries had led you at this. The 2 centuries held you at the checkpoint for what seemed like an age, uncertain what to do, while they waited for their sergeant to return. He cursed them both for their stupidity, the sergeant, and with your son cradled beneath his cape, he saddled his mount and rode hell for ladder for the mine. But Bryn died there on the turn road. Spring came, but no flowers grew. In the fields the crops failed, the blooms like Brin's grave smothered beneath the spider swamps. Mera watched quietly from the what? Ridge, I think. From the ridge, a thin staggle of handcarts and wagons heading out away from Hamel, the fields aflame, the village on an island in the golden sea. I see. The loggerhead thrives along cliff edges. Ah, okay. Not all the time passed, did it? Let's see if we can find something. I got a feeling I'm not going to have any idea what this meant. Or what I meant to be digging up. Where? I don't have any pine. Ah! What the F? Oh, oh my god. Oh no, my heart. He didn't come out before. Oh. Okay. So now we know what those things look like. I'd rather never have found out at all, but... Oh. Phew. Okay. I didn't know you could blow them up with... I should have kept that one pine cone. I think the trap killed the spider in one hit. Oh, heavens. That was terrifying. Still find a lot of gold nuggets. Oh, my heart. now? Honestly, game. Is this actually? No. There we go. Blah! Camera, don't do that. Ah, it's a giant chest. And ominous. You're in a bit of a hole, lovely. Maresia? What are you doing here? Claiming what's mine. How did you find me? It wasn't hard. You make enough noise to wake the dead. Move away from the chest now. Why? The cook pulls a kitchen knife from her apron and wipes the blade across her sleeve. Oh dear. So I can keep my knife clean. You step aside, taking a few paces back. Alright now, that's far enough. You've done well, lovely. We've been looking for Captain Powderkeck's treasure for years. We? You mean you and Faustus? Faustus? That snob. He doesn't even know my name. He has no ambition beyond the next batch of Rotgut. No, I mean Volker, the jailer. He was my partner in this little scheme. Oh, Volker, love. To think all this time you were right. I'm only sorry you're not here to see it. I do miss him. We were a good pair. But I think this is fair compensation for his sacrifice. How did you know the treasure? The frog in the jail. Geralt, was it? He would talk in his sleep. The guards overheard the frog and Volker overheard the guards. The lake witch found Periclave and returned laden with treasure. They say the treasure's why she wrecked. I see. So I paid Geralt a visit. Aye, he told me. Said you were a good mouse. This stinking imbecile. He claimed his captain was alive too, but his body's still there, chained up in the cell. Did you kill the jailer? Me? Oh, love, of course not. We had a good thing going, me and him. But he made a lot of enemies, the way he carried on. Stealing from the condemned, looting from catacombs, gambling. And all the while, searching for the captain's treasure. He came close to finding it before he died, though not as close as you, of course. The treasure is yours. I just need the charts. Oh, love. What am I going to do with you? Can I not just make a copy of the chart for Periclave? Oh, love. Wouldn't that make a fine tale? The minstrel escapes for Periclave to find his love. But every tale has to end somewhere, you know. Your ends here, in this hole. I heard the commander wanted you to find the master. Well, here I am. You're the master of the smuggling ring? Just one of my names. Why do you call yourself the master? The Faustus, the guards, the commander. None of them ever gave old Rezia a second glance. The kitchen's been the perfect place to hide. That really wasn't an answer to my question. I should go. Going? Oh, I don't think so, Scrunt. The cook takes an emerald from the pirate's treasure chest. If it's any consolation, your death will make me a old Oma very, very. She screams, her eyes sinking into their orbits as fur and flesh unravel from crumbling bone. In an instant, Uma Razia is gone. To an awful dirge, more felt than her, the crystal begins to pulse with its sickly green light, and then, oh dear. Oh dear. Well then. I think we woke up something we should. Ooh! Good mouse. My lady, the dead have risen. I can feel it. The green flame has awakened. What must I do? Once the emerald fire has been lit, it cannot easily be extinguished. Alone you can do nothing. Muster your comrades and trust it is not too late. Only the living can help you now. Oh dear. Oh! Ooh. Okay, yes. Lots of skeletons here. Ah. Ugh. Oh dearie me.